Namaste everyone. In today's video, I wanted to share with you the difference between a student versus a disciple. I know it was recently International Teachers Day, so happy International Teachers Day to all the teachers out there. My name is Priya. I'm very passionate about spreading positivity and sharing positivity amongst others and empowering everyone to live their life to their fullest potential. We have the capability to create the life the way we want it. So let's make it beautiful together. So let's dive in. So in today's topic, I wanted to talk about the difference between a student versus a disciple. And for that, let's look at what the student is seeking. Basically, the student is seeking knowledge. So the teacher is basically someone that gives the knowledge. And a student is someone that seeks the knowledge and acquire the knowledge. So that's in a nutshell. Obviously, there's more. Some teachers give beyond knowledge, and I respect that, and I want to give appreciation to that. But in order to differentiate the two, I wanted to stick to the basics, that it's all about knowledge. And if you think about it, when we are babies, we get this knowledge from our mother, our father, our grandparents. We learn our alphabets, we learn our words, we learn how to speak. And we learn through watching and observing our surroundings as well. So it could be your neighbor, or through TV, whatever you're watching. And then, you go to school, you learn from teachers. But then, so technically, we are all students in some form throughout our life, because we're always learning something. And at the same time, we all become teachers throughout our life, not officially in school, but also through our life, where we can spread our knowledge. So if you had learned something from someone, then technically that person was your teacher in that specific moment of whatever knowledge you acquired. And at the same time, I'm sure you had the opportunity to share your knowledge or your learnings with other people, and you become the teacher in that moment for that person that you're sharing that knowledge to. So that's the difference between, the relationship between the student and teacher, and how that differentiates between a disciple and a master is what I'm going to talk about next. So basically, especially these days, you see a lot of masters and gurus, and you wonder, like, who's the right person? And then your own mind could be going through some skeptical, things that you think about, that, okay, they don't know that they're asking for money, so they're not the right person, or they have done something bad, so they're not the right person. Me personally, I try to take the good in every person. I don't believe anyone's 100% perfect, but a true master could have went through something in their lifetime and then become a master. So to look back at what they have done negative and then consider, okay, they're not good enough, that's just you not being open enough to accept the the right knowledge that you could be getting if you open yourself up. But it's also personal preferences. I'm not saying this is the right way to do it, but what I'm saying is that once you are ready to be open and to be able to get what you need to get through a master. So let's step back. What can you get through a master that you don't get through a teacher? The masters and gurus are basically there to heighten your awareness. So rather than just knowledge, they are there to help you through the spiritual awakening. They're there to help you through enhancing your awareness and basically achieving your ultimate life purpose. And that's beyond material. So technically, our ultimate life purpose is to go through our soul journey and fulfill our soul purpose, and to find that spiritual awakening, to find that heightened awareness in this lifetime. And sometimes, I have read in a book recently where there were three students walking through the forest, and one of the guide came by and said, "Do you need a guide? I can guide you through the forest." And they said, "No, we're okay. We want to find it in our own." And they were walking through the forest throughout the whole day, and they were hungry. They didn't know what to do. They got lost in the forest, and they got separated as well. But they were so determined to find it on their own that their journey continued in the forest, and they still couldn't find what they needed because so many things got distracted in between, like hunger, and finding animals that were getting away from animals and stuff like that. So they got a lot of distractions in between. So one of the person actually decided then to surrender and go to the guide, versus the other two people were still hesitant and they were still on their own. The person that got the guide obviously went through the whole forest and went to the final journey, to the final point that they were trying to reach. So they reached where they had to go. So that's basically, the guide is basically our masters, our gurus. They will guide you to get through your spiritual awakening, get through to the all the things that you need. So it's not necessarily what you want, because sometimes people think, oh, masters and gurus can create miracles for you and your life will be so wonderful, they'll give you everything that you want. But it's not necessarily what you want that they give. They actually give what you need, because they can see beyond what you can see. They can see the whole pathway. They know what your soul purpose is here for. And sometimes they don't necessarily tell you straight up, but sometimes they guide you through that so you can find that on your own. So this is just some ways of differentiating. But the main purpose I wanted to talk to you about this is, as a disciple, you don't necessarily need to follow someone who's in body, so someone who's in life, although you can, and there's nothing wrong with it. They'll be there physically to guide you through, but then you can also follow people who you consider your master, who are not in their body. They can still guide you through their spirit, and that truly works as well. So when you are ready, that master, that guru will show up, and you just make sure you're open enough for that. And how you differentiate between a student versus a disciple is, a student is basically curious. They're curious about acquiring certain knowledge. They seek the knowledge, they get it, and then they're good. Versus a disciple basically needs to have that openness to accept someone in their life to guide them. So you need to have respect for that master, for that guru. Respect is number one. After that, you need to have commitment, because you might go through tests and certain life situations where things kind of set back, but you need to know that the master is there to guide you, and you go through that anyway. That's the commitment. You stick to it. So respect and commitment. The third is devotion, because you need to have that lovely devotion of love to that master to be able to heighten your awareness. And after that, after devotion, is basically willingness to surrender. You need to fully surrender yourself to the master. Even a little bit of doubts, a little bit of fear, a little bit of skepticism is gonna not allow you to truly be the disciple. And once you fully get to that point where you are truly a disciple, then I can guarantee you your life will be totally different from what it is right now. And I'm not saying, oh, it's all about material, well, you'll be rich, it's not about that, but it's the spiritual awakening, it's the heightened awareness, it's the removal of ignorances that you have within yourself. And we all have that, and our goal is to get rid of that, obviously, in this lifetime. But you have to follow what's in your karma in this moment. And so everybody has their own walks, right? So we walk our life the way our life is set up right now, and we create our life. So let's make it beautiful, let's make it positive. But through that journey, there are a lot of ignorances that we get that we need to remove, and having a master, having that guru helps us to get there faster. Just like that forest story I was sharing earlier. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it is, please click the like button. Share this video with your family and friends as well. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and click the notification button, as I'm very determined to creating weekly videos for you to empower you to live the best version of you. Until then, namaste.